Rihanna was said to have remained in Los Angeles during the height of summer when many celebrities were known to leave behind Melrose and Sunset Boulevard for lavish boat trips and leisurely Bellinis on distant shores. Yet she chose not to escape the city heat, but instead turned her surroundings into her own fashion stage. And observers remarked that her third pregnancy had become her most stylish one, yet as she confidently walked the streets of Los Angeles in ensembles that resembled runway showcases, with one particular outing being described as a just-in-time fall pajama styling demonstration that served as a kind of impromptu masterclass. And those who followed her noted that the Fenty founder did not approach daily tasks like anyone else, for while most people would run errands in jeans, leggings, or something simple, she was reported to have attended even routine appointments like dental checkups in outfits whose combined prices easily climbed into five-figure territory, and yet she carried them so effortlessly that the spectacle seemed natural, as if extravagance was her version of casual. And on one relaxed Sunday in Los Angeles, she was described as wearing a coordinated Savage X Fenty pajama set in salmon pink with clean white stripes, a two-piece ensemble that looked both comfortable and chic. And to this base, she added accessories that piled on until the outfit transformed into a striking statement, and eyewitnesses listed them one by one, starting with striking Valentino earrings, shaped like hearts, made with turquoise crystals and enamel, earrings that cleverly tied into the silk scarf wrapped around her head, which itself carried pink and turquoise tones, and her face was partly shaded by oversized Bottega Veneta sunglasses that gave her a glamorous edge, while her neck was adorned with layered necklaces, some bearing the creative touch of Marie Lichtenberg, others crafted by Renato Sapullo, each chain adding another sparkle to the composition, and her wrist was decorated with a rose gold Audemars Piguet watch, a timepiece that represented both luxury and precision, while on one of her fingers she wore a chunky sapphire ring that caught the light with every gesture, a piece so bold that it became a conversation point on its own. And for footwear, she chose satin Margiela Tabi ballerina flats, shoes with a distinctive split-toe silhouette that were likened to an elevated version of hotel slippers, merging comfort with couture. And over her shoulder, she carried her Gucci padlock Gigi tote bag, a design that combined functionality with recognizable branding, and together all of these elements created a look that was described as a study in maximalist coordination, a real-life demonstration of how to push accessories to the limit while keeping the total image coherent. And fashion reporters emphasized that the lesson was not to mimic each exact designer piece, such as the earrings that alone cost around $1,800, but rather to adopt the approach of tonal layering and fearless accessorizing, where even a simple pajama set could be elevated into a look worthy of high fashion stages, and they suggested that anyone could play with complementary hues such as green with yellow, brown with blue, or even bold red with pink, transforming ordinary outfits into statements. And they stressed that the choice of shoes and bags should prioritize comfort because the essence of a pajama outfit lay in the ease of transitioning from the outside world straight to the comfort of home, the kind of outfit where one could slip off the shoes, sink into a couch, and still look styled. And Rihanna was described as embodying this dual spirit of glamour balanced with ease, making the city streets her catwalk while visibly glowing in pregnancy. And at that moment, she was admired not only for her creativity, but also for her confidence, since few could carry such excess with such balance, and the image of her strolling through Los Angeles in striped pajamas dripping with jewelry was reported as both surprising and inspiring. And if you are enjoying hearing about these bold appearances, don't forget to subscribe. Witnesses recalled that what made this particular sighting stand out was the layering of textures and shades, for the salmon pink fabric of the pajamas had a softness that contrasted with the metallic gleam of jewelry and the sharp lines of sunglasses, and the turquoise accents provided by the earrings and scarf created a refreshing counterpoint, while the satin finish of the Margiela flats tied the outfit back to the relaxed pajama theme, and the Gucci tote bag with its signature padlock. Hardware grounded the look with practicality, showing that even in maximalism there was thought given to balance, and those who observed her up close described how the jewelry was not merely thrown together but curated, with each necklace sitting at a slightly different length, some with charms, others with bold links, creating a layered effect that looked deliberate and artistic, while the sapphire ring was set to catch the sunlight in bursts that made it impossible to ignore, and the watch gleamed in rose gold, a tone that harmonized with the pink of the outfit, while the entire scarf tied the palette together, proving that the arrangement was carefully considered. And onlookers agreed that this was not a case of wearing pajamas for comfort alone, but of redefining what pajamas could represent in the context of fashion, turning them into a symbol of power dressing disguised as relaxation. And the way she moved through the streets, as if they were her runway, emphasized the impact of confidence and styling. For clothing alone could not carry such weight without the presence that came with it. And fashion commentators later noted that Rihanna had once again managed to teach a lesson without speaking, showing that style could be bold, layered, maximal, yet still cohesive, and they pointed out that her appearance had coincided with the broader trend of streetwear blending with loungewear, a cultural shift that she magnified through her own choices, and her fans, who followed every step, interpreted this as another sign of her ability to stay ahead of the curve, and they remarked that while other celebrities may have been absent from the city, she had taken advantage of the quieter backdrop to showcase herself with even more attention. And during that same week, she was also noticed repeating the pajama theme in different variations, each time accessorizing in new ways, showing that this was not a one-off experiment, but rather a deliberate series of statements. And those who chronicled celebrity style emphasized that her influence was not in copying exactly what she wore, but in understanding the principle of layering, tonal balance, and comfort elevated. And in doing so, she had once again blurred the line between private ease and public spectacle, reminding everyone how the ordinary could become extraordinary with the right vision. And before the coverage wrapped up, commentators suggested that anyone inspired by her outing should remember that it was not about labels, but about the play of colors, textures, and accessories. And they stressed again that the greatest lesson was confidence, for even pajamas could become high fashion if worn with conviction, and Rihanna had shown it with effortless grace. And if you want to keep following stories like this, subscribe now. Those who reflected on the moment also noted how Rihanna had a long history of turning sidewalks into runways, from her early days of bold streetwear to her more recent combinations of couture with casual pieces. And this pajama outing was described as a continuation of that tradition, where she made public spaces into stages, and her third pregnancy added another layer of admiration. For she was not only carrying herself stylishly, but also doing so while embracing the changes of motherhood. And fans pointed out that she seemed to glow with both confidence and joy, making her ensembles not only about fashion, but also about expressing life moments. And the pajama look with its salmon tones was reported as soft yet strong, playful yet commanding, and it was said that she walked with the air of someone completely at ease in her choices, caring little for convention, showing that fashion could be both armor and comfort at once. And the accessories, though many, did not weigh down the look, but instead created a rhythm, like notes in a composition, each one adding to the symphony without overshadowing the others. And the flats, though simple, grounded the entire look in comfort, reminding observers that even in maximalism there could be rest. And the tote bag swinging from her shoulder symbolized both practicality and recognition, since its monogram was instantly identifiable, yet it was carried casually, not flaunted, and together it all formed a scene that people continued to discuss long after the day ended, a clear example of how one woman could influence an entire conversation about style with a single street appearance. And that is why followers were encouraged once more. Subscribe for more.